Yo, what's up, Phantomxxu, and welcome to the download tutorial and review of the Pokemon ROM hack Digimon Nova Red. I'm going to be giving you the pros, cons, what it feels like playing this game from a hardcore Nuzlocke point of view, as well as a download tutorial in case you want to play the game yourself. I do need to give a quick spoiler warning though, because for the review portion of this video, I am going to use the first hour or two of my gameplay as footage. So if that's not okay with you, no issue. You just go to the description chapters down below and click straight over to the download tutorial portion of this video, and then you can skip straight past all the spoilers. And with that, let's get going on with our video. And it's time for the pros. So obviously the draw of this game are all the awesome Digimon, but there's also custom attacks, custom abilities, and new evolutionary items like the Digi Eggs. Also, prominent Digimon like the starters often get way more Digivolutions than you normally see in a Pokemon game, all the way from baby Digimon all the way to Mega Digimon. Something really nice the creator did here for us is, since Digimon have a ton of split evolutions, think Eevee where it can turn into Vaporeon with the Water Stone or Flareon with the Fire Stone. Digimon have a ton of those with Digi Eggs and just Digivolving normally or under special circumstances. So luckily for us, the creator included a lot of that information in the Digidex entries, so you can just check there if you're ever confused on how to Digivolve a Digimon. Other notable additions that were not in Pokemon Fire Red are the inclusion of the Fairy type. They have the physical special split. You don't die from overworld poison. You'll stay at 1 HP. You can forget HMs. You can reuse TMs. And also, HMs are even buffed to make them more exciting to use in battle. We have made it to the cons portion of this video, but luckily there's not much to talk about here. So the first thing is, I wish the character's story or overworld at least reflected Digimon a little bit. They don't, and at least even renaming the towns would have gone a long way for me. Outside of that, the only real complaint I have is that there's no included infinite repels or infinite rare candies. It really affects my personal fun if I have to slog slowly through caves or forests because there's no infinite repels. And the same thing for rare candies, having to grind up levels when I want to just be able to use every Digimon I find right away and not have to grind them up for hours first. So I can just hack these in myself, and I did, but I just wish they were included. So it's in the con section for me. So how does this game feel from the hardcore Nuzlocker point of view? Well, I feel like Digimon Nova Red is more than fair enough to play this game as a blind hardcore Nuzlocke, except the Elite Four. Most of the game, you'll have seen a lot of the Digimon enough times to develop good enough strategies against them. The Elite Four, however, throws so many new Digimon your way, and not all of them look like they're pre-evos, so you're not really sure on all the typings, and it makes it so much harder, and it's almost borderline unfair, but it does give a very nice climax feeling to your run because of how much the difficulty spikes at the end. We've made it to the download tutorial portion of this video. Welcome to everyone that just jumped straight to this part. To download Digimon Nova Red, you're going to need 4 things. You're going to need the base Pokemon Fire Red ROM hack. You are going to need the patch to apply to the Fire Red ROM hack to make it Digimon Nova Red. You're going to need the patcher. That applies the patch to the game. And then the 4th thing you're going to need is an emulator. That is like your game system, your computer that plays the game. And I'm going to give you all of those things. Go ahead and go in the description down below and click on the links, and I'm going to walk you through it myself. But before we start, it is illegal to share Pokemon Fire Red. So the first step you're going to have to do on your own. So go ahead and Google what you see on your screen right here. Google those words and then download it yourself. And then we're going to start together on step 2. All right, now that you have your file of Pokemon Fire Red, we're going to go ahead and click in the description down below the links for your Digimon Nova Red download as well as your MGBA download. So right now, Digimon Nova Red, it says download right here, 3.2. You could have a different version. As long as it's higher than 3.2 is better. 3.3 is fine. 3.4, if there's a 4 point whatever. They keep updating the game. This is the version we're on. As long as this number is 3.2 or higher, I'm going to click download. Always download at your own risk, you guys. None of these are ever safe. They're never legit. See, even over here, it opened some random World of Warships page. Or Warships. Yeah, close that out. Always download at your own risk. I'm going to click download, but this is just what you got to go through if you want to play Pokemon ROMs. There's your disclaimer. Okay, I'm clicking download, though. And then we're going to go over to MGBA here. And we're going to click on whichever one you have for your operating system. I'm going to click on Windows 64-bit installer right here, or you can click on Windows installer. I'm going to click 64-bit installer. You could click Windows installer. You can feel adventurous if you want to here. Let's minimize this. So we're going to go to our downloads folder, and what we should have is our Pokemon Fire Red U Squirrels. we're going to have Digimon Nova Red 3.2, and then we're going to have our MGBA emulator. So first, we're going to open this. These are zip files. So a zip file, you're going to need to have an unzipper. I use WinZip. You can use anything that you want. There's online unzippers. So first step, you collect folder, you type in Digimon Nova Red, and then you're going to throw all 3 of these into the Nova Red folder. You click it off of your screen, close your downloads. Now you can't lose the game. You open up the folder. You use your unzipper from here. I'm going to use WinZip. You can use whatever you want to use. We're going to open our Fire Red first. And then, yes, unzip the files to Digimon Nova Red. Boom. Then we close that one out. Now we're going to go ahead and go to Digimon Nova Red. Unzip, yes. Unzip the files to Digimon Nova Red. Done. Close it out. And then we're going to do our installer. And then we're doing our installer for MGBA. I'm going to bring it over. I'm going to click OK to English. Then on the wizard, I'm going to press next. I'm going to press I agree. You can agree if you want to. If you don't agree, then don't do it. And then right here, it's going to go to program files. So I'll go ahead and let it do program files. Create desktop, shortcut, yes. Okay, yep, install, done. I already have this. I don't know if it's going to mess stuff up on my computer. We don't want to view the README or anything, and we don't want it to launch right now. Finish. I unclicked all the boxes. It doesn't really make a big difference if you do or not. So here we go. We have our MGBA application. And then we've got our Digimon Nova Red folder. So we open the folder. We go into Digimon Nova Red. So we have our Lunar IPS. This is the patcher. We click on the Lunar IPS because right now we still have the patch. We have the base game, but we do not have Digimon Nova Red. So then we're going to click the first upper left option. It's hard to see for you, but it says apply IPS patch. And then we're going to, in here, it says desktop, Digimon Nova Red 3.2. We're going to click on the patch. And then we're going to click into Digimon Nova Red folder still. And then we're going to click Pokemon Fire Red Squirrels GBA. And it says the file is successfully patched. Press OK. Close out of your Lunar IPS. And then close out of this folder. So now what we should be able to do is you should be able to click MGBA. Here we go. It opened up. File. Load ROM. And then we go to this PC. We're going to desktop. Digimon Nova Red. And if we were successful right now on the base Digimon Nova Red folder, this says Pokemon Fire Red use squirrels, but it's been patched. And here we go. We've got the game all ready and set up for you. Now, I will note one extremely important thing. If you tried to open the game on monitor 2 or more, I don't know why, but it doesn't work. So all you've got to do, close the application, meaning close MGBA, then reopen it, move it over to monitor 1, full screen it on monitor 1. Not sure why this is mandatory, but then you press the same exact sequencing, load, and then load the same game, and then it will work. So when I stream, I always stream on monitor 2, so I have to grab MGBA every single time, pull it over to monitor 1, open the game, pull it back to monitor 2, and then stream the game. Whoa, wait, before you go, do not forget to send me a like, a comment down below if I was helpful in getting you Digimon Nova Red. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. Also, I have so many other ROMs that you can download on my reviews and tutorials playlist. Please check that out too. Thank you so much for watching this episode, though. I appreciate you being here, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.